Hello, welcome to ASL Season 8 Coach Interviews with me, TCP, and today I'm joined with the man, the myth, the state, Texas. How you doing, Texas?
Howdy, it's good to be here, TCP.
Anyways, so Texas, as you know, we probably don't know much about your history in draft, so tell us. What
Because
what
I'm a
what's your
student.
history with draft leagues and your past draft leagues that you've been in?
Well, it's a long story.
All begins when you were born.
N- yeah, we'll go with that. I, I 2 years is pretty much about 2 years ago, around this time that I was starting my channel in 2017, doing Nintendo stuff because I like Nintendo games, playing Nintendo games, all that stuff. Then I watched another one of my favorite content creators in a draft. They were in draft league, and I liked Pokemon, so I was like, "Hey, can you let me? Can you ask the commissioner and see if I can join the draft league?" And they're like, "Okay." And so time passes by, and I end up in the league, which was the WPL. Um, the content creator was Ladius Zubril, and the commissioner was OP Jellicent, the OP Jellicent Sohan. I was in the WPL there for 2 seasons, season 5 and season 6. I took a leave of absence from the WPL, which that was the main league I was in. I was in a couple of side leagues here and there. I was in the IBA um, and the UPA. The UPA with Shiny Sableye and all of them in there. Not the one we did the League War with, but and the
Cut out there.
I don't know. I was in a couple of smaller leagues. I was just involved in the Ocean League with Matt O'Shea. And I was in some other small leagues with some friends, and then I just kind of fell off. I just like had to take a break. I had to step back from Mons, which this was about summer of last year, 2018, and I took a break at about 6 months, and then I I was in the ASL server. I was in about around this time I joined the ASL server, and they were starting the off season of after season 6.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, which was the league war with the UPA, another UPA, and I joined that off season. I was having a lot of fun in that. Of course, before the off season, I was involved in the server a lot, talking with everybody, and it was really nice. I was invited by Brett. We'll get into that later. So I was invited into the community. It was really took real nice to the community there, and I was invited to join ASL season 7 actually, but I had to turn it down because I was in another league, the PTL, this past first half of this year, and now I am here. I took a break from PTL, and now I am here in ASL season 8.
Hey. So, from all your leagues, do you have a favorite play style that you found?
With I still consider myself kind of a rookie. I'm not that experienced, I would say, but from my from my total experience so far, I would have to say kind of a balance, I suppose. I like having switch-ins to some things, switching into some things. I don't always like having full core offense because sometimes I might activate, or what's the word? Start setting up too early, I guess you would say, and that could really kind of mess things up. But I like having a nice balance where I have some offense mons and some defensive mons. So you have all of the all of your corners covered, I guess you would say, with building a team, drafting, everything like that. So, and building and prepping each week for a battle. So that's pretty much it there.
Okay. Let's get to Brett. And he was the one you mentioned that he was the one who introduced you to the right?
That he was.
How did that exactly go down?
Well, after being with Brett, we were in WPL season 6 together. We kind of talked. We kind of talked in there. Um, we became good friends, and he invited me to join his front office server. Rip the front office server. The OG front office server for the Seattle Tokodamaru's. Brett was doing a ASL season 5 off season, which was like a big tournament was going on. I was helping him, I think, prep build for that. I don't know. I don't remember too much. But then he invited like the server. He said, like, "Hey, you come join the ASL server. It's a really good community." So I just joined up the server just to cheer on Brett in ASL season 6 when he started ASL, and I again took a liking to the community. I was in ASL off season for season 6 and season 7, and then I decided, well, I want to join this league here.
Okay.
Actually participate and play all these awesome coaches here in the ASL. So now I am here once again.
So speaking of the off season, we won't talk about season 6 off season. That was kind of fell apart. But with this last season off season, you were on team Ian, if I remember correctly, right?
Ian's Gentleman's Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
I, what was your experience with the off season?
It was a very interesting. I really like the concept of drafting only certain types, trying to form a team around that. So you can only draft other types if they shared the type that we had drafted for the team. And that was very interesting. I think my team was pretty interesting. I really liked it. I think I wish I could be able to do more battles with it. I only had 3 weeks to battle with it, but I think I had a really interesting team. I think I drafted a couple mons I'm really familiar with, especially with these 2 past ASL off seasons. I've really taken a liking to Mega Gyarados. It's a really powerful threat to set up, and it can also take hits pretty well, decently well, especially on the special side. But off topic there. Yes, I think it was very, especially being it's when you do these team things like this team versus this team with these group of coaches and these group of coaches, definitely interesting. You get to see different play styles with what's on the other team, how their team is better, how their team is, how their team functions, what kind of types do they have, what can we take advantage of with this this format where you only have certain types on your team.
Okay. So, with this community, of course, you knew Brett, right? Was there
Yeah,
anyone else that you knew before joining the ASL?
I kind of knew. I think the only other person I really knew was, I guess, Brad mostly. Brad was Brett's coach in the training center. I was in Brett's front office server when he was in that, and Brad joined the front office server, of course, because he was a coach, or he was his mentor. I guess that's how you would put it. And that's, I guess, we didn't. I don't know if we talked too much in there, but once I joined the ASL server, and then he was more interested. So, but yeah, I knew Brad. I knew Brett V's.
And then this season, as a coach, you get to battle every single other coach. You've already had 2 battles, if I believe correctly. You battled Shadow and you battled Bash.
Yes,
I
Shadow
mean
and Bash.
Agnes.
Yes, Agnes.
Is there any other battles this season that you're looking forward to, competitive wise, or like any reason? Any battles in particular?
I am excited to battle against the 2 commissioners, of course, Ian and Brad. We've talked. We know we've talked a few times. I was in Ian's off season team, and I've known Brad since I was in Brett's front office server. So I think it'd be really cool to see how what I can do against them and they're battling, because I know they are pretty tough opponents, and whatever team Brad has because it's always good. So I hear every season. But and of course, the final 2 weeks of my season just happened to be TCP and Brett, I believe. I don't know if it's in that order, but I'm really excited to play Brett. I haven't played for a long time, and I'm excited to play against this interviewer. And yeah, interviewer TCP.
In the past, you battled Brett once, right? Right.
Yes, we battled once. We were supposed to battle twice, but Brett johned me. That's a whole nother situation. I don't know. It's too
So,
much drama on that. I
so
don't
what's
want to
the
get
record
into
so
it.
far between you and Brett?
I believe it is 1-0 to me because we only battled once. I think that's all we battled.
And was that before the training center or after the?
That was before.
Okay, so pre-buff Brett.
Yeah. Yes.
And there's one thing I want to mention. This will probably be posted after the second Eliminator game video. And I'm not sure if you know, but you have
Yeah, I was.
eliminated three
I've
different
eliminated
people in the first 2 weeks. Do you have
I
anything
know.
you
Yes.
want to say to Malone, GCS, and Bash who believed in you and had their dreams dashed?
I'm so sorry. Why did you pick me? No, yeah, I'm sorry to crush your dreams in the eliminator game. There's only 2 more people left now. It's like Brett and you,
Yeah.
I think. And yeah, that's gotta suck.
And going into that, this season, if you had to choose one coach that you think that you're gonna beat, who do you think's who do you think it's gonna be?
I'm gonna beat Brett again. He's not gonna beat me this time. No
Oh,
matter what
okay.
kind of skills he's learned since our last battle. You're
So
going down, Brett.
the week 12, week 13, if it's still
The
Brett and me in
showdown.
the eliminator game, that's when I should save you for the epic victory over Brett.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna be 0-12, both of us, and we're gonna see, we're gonna see, we're gonna see what happens.
Anyways, time for our quick fire round. This has happened every single time that there's been a coach in both the writing team and the YouTube team. So, first things first, what's your favorite type?
I'm gonna go with electric.
What's your favorite generation?
Generation 7. 'Cause that's the only generation I've been around for the whole time.
Who's your favorite draft league player that's not yourself?
My boy Matt O'Shea.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, I'm gonna go with chicken.
What state have you been in the most other than Texas?
Nevada.
Who do you think will win the Commissioner Bowl, Brad or Ian?
I'm gonna go Ian.
If you were a vegetable, what vegetable?
I guess. I guess we'll just go with celery.
And if you had to ride an animal into battle, what animal would you ride?
I think Matt Metagross already stole it, but I think I'm just gonna go with dragon.
Okay. So, if you have any questions for me that you'd like to ask, this would be the time to do it.
All right. I think I got 2 if I can remember the second one. But what is your greatest accomplishment outside of Pokemon?
Outside of Pokemon.
Outside of Pokemon.
Well, I haven't really done much other than like schooling stuff. I would say
Yeah.
actually earlier this summer I completed a really tough math exam that's like only has a 60 or like a 50% like passing rate between everyone who tries, including people taking the exam. So I was pretty hyped that I passed that first time around.
Oh wow.
Can you remember the
Alright.
second question?
Yes, I do. Who is your favorite YouTube team member currently that is not not you?
Who is my favorite YouTube team member? Um, well, I think this has to be a toss-up between two guys. It can't be Bash. I'm sorry, Bash, but like,
Down
you,
with Agnes. Spin the wheel.
yeah, spin the
Eternally.
wheel.
Eternally.
Too many centipedes.
Yeah. What was that? I was just about to watch the Power Rankings video for week 1 and I just see all these movie posters of Skull the Fool.
So Agnes is definitely on the low end, and I have to put GCS above him. And that leaves Malone or Brett. And I really enjoy Malone and Brett a lot, but I think I have to go with Malone simply because he was the one who approached me, and he's the reason probably why the YouTube team is around now, because he was the one who approached me after Hutch left, and he was the one who was like, "Let's get this thing all together. What do we need to do? What kind of situation do we want to come back with?" Because I don't know if you knew Hutch, but Hutch was pretty much had organized and was running everything for so long that it was pretty difficult to take over after he was. But Malone, who was the one who came up with it, and we worked together and put it all together. So yeah, Malone.
It sounds like a nice YouTube challenge video to do. History of the YouTube team. Anyway, yeah.
If you want to plug anything, we're at the end. Do you have anything that you would like to plug? Now would be the time to do so.
You're more than welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I plan to do upload all my ASL battles, whether I win or lose. Go subscribe there. You can follow me on Twitch if you so choose. I might stream there whenever. I don't know. I don't have a plan right now. Follow me on Twitter. That'll be fun. I check there a lot, so I might like your tweets. So that'll be fun. I might follow you back. Maybe not. Depends on who it is.
Depends on who it is.
Yeah, depends on who it is.
So like if Bash and Shadow follow you, you're not gonna follow them back because of the battling strife.
No, I followed. He followed me, and I followed Bash first before our battle. And I don't know about Shadow.
Really?
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's good. Me and Bash are cool. I mean Agnes.
Yeah, Agnes.
There
Yeah.
is no Bash. There's no Bash.
There is no Bash. Bash doesn't exist in the ASL.
And that's pretty much all I've got.
Yeah. So that's been our, I believe, hopefully last interview of this season. Hopefully there isn't any new coaches this season, because that means someone would have dropped out. But I don't know. I had a good time. Did you have a good time, Bash? All right, shit. Fuck.
Bash.
I said Bash.
What's the
I
Bash?
said Bash. That's been the interview. Goodbye.
I'm the new Bash.